What's up, guys? Chris, Tom, and Bob. We're here at Capcom, where we just checked out Resident Evil 7. Now, this is a first for mainline games. They're doing first person, and they're also doing it in VR. So we checked out a 30-minute demo. Each of us had a chance to check out some stuff in the game. It was split up into a couple different sections. So my section was actually kind of low-key. I was going around trying to unlock a secret passage and figure out how to get out of this house that's kind of locked up. Kind of. Yeah, what did you guys do in your sections?
Well, after watching you kind of bumble around for a while, you did find something that I personally thought was the coolest part of the demo that we saw. So I don't know, it reminded me a lot of, if anybody's ever seen the horror movie VHS, it's kind of set up like that. And even the villains are kind of like that too. Bob, I know you've probably seen that movie. But you kind of walk around this haunted house and then you find a VHS tape. You pop the VHS tape into a VCR on like this old TV that's like flickering. It's kind of spooky. And you watch this whole tape with like what looked like a Ghost Hunters type show or like a haunted house type show. And these dudes are just arguing with each other. And then they, obviously, because it's like a horror movie, you find some dude staring at the wall, Blair Witch style. You're like, oh no, he's probably dead. And of course he's dead. Then some ghoul-looking guy that's kind of like the VHS old guy that gets up out of the chair in that movie, gets out, punches that dude in the face or whatever and kills them. And then it led into my demo section. I found a key in a secret passage that we saw in the VHS tape, which revealed the location. So the tape itself was revealing some clues. The key went to the back door, and in the back door itself, I got out, and then the same creepy ghoul dude from the VHS tape came out and just punched me in the face and then killed me. It wasn't really scary so much as it was atmospheric, and it was spooky, and it looked pretty good for an early VR game, and it's definitely a really high-profile early VR game with Resident Evil being on the marquee, which is awesome, and it'll definitely move some units, but it wasn't really Resident Evil per se. It was just kind of like a spooky game, but there were no stars, there was no stars team, there were no real zombies. It was more like a game that you could have called Boo Haunted House. Bob, what did you think about this game? You're a horror guy. What did you think?
Well, to me, the game was not my kind of game whatsoever. I didn't get to play it, but just from watching you guys play, you go around the house, you find some clues, you do some stuff, and even though there was like an alternate ending to the one, we did both endings or whatever, it's still pretty linear. So you just go search for some clues, and it doesn't really seem like there's anything to do. That game to me wouldn't be enough for me to buy the VR for the PlayStation. But it's a good start, and that should make people excited about all the VRs that are coming out, because it's going to be awesome. Like if that's a start in like a year or two, because they said launch first quarter next year, that game. They said. And PSVR comes out the last quarter of this year. To me, it's not worth getting, but it could be awesome. And there's a lot of stuff they can work on and improve and make awesome by the time it launches.
If Capcom can pull this off, kick up the graphics a little bit, because they were good, but they weren't great. They need gameplay.
And control. If you can control the game, if you can actually control it more than what we had, this game will be awesome. It will be awesome.
If Capcom can kick it up, increase the scares, increase the horror, increase the playability, and just make everything a little more intense, this game will be incredible. It's good. It's not amazing. I'm excited about it, but I'm going to wait until it comes out.
All right, guys, so that's Resident Evil 7 coming out next year, January 2017 on all major platforms. Definitely one to watch on VR headsets.
Hell yeah.